Hi, welcome to the Sandgarden, and welcome to our Celebrate Your Waste Food Forest series. Today we've got a special treat, a wonder wall of incredible edibles. It's going to give you a tour of our new kitchen gardens.
Okay, so one of the reasons why we put this up here is for shade. So when you come out here, this will have grapes on it, so you can sit here and pick grapes while you're eating. And then we come over here to this eating area right here. We have a plethora of all kinds of goodies. We have cilantro. We have some insectacearies here, some hollyhock, some nasturtiums, which are edible, that will come out here and flower and drape down this whole area with beautiful orange flowers. We have some other insectacearies. We have here, you can see there's a radish growing right here, and some lettuce, some tomatillos that are getting ready to flower here, that are flowering, which we'll have for some salsa. And then this is a real special tree. This is a fruiting mulberry, and it will get really big over here, help shade this area too. And they have beautiful little berries on them, and you can eat them. It's flowering right now. It'd be really great. It's really great for shade. And then this is one of Pop's favorite trees, and this is a strawberry tree. And you can see there's a couple of strawberries on it already. It's a little fruit that tastes like strawberries that comes off the tree. And this will fill out really nicely and come out over here. So everything within this zone right here is edible. And that's what we're accomplishing here through succession, through creating the conditions for everything to grow for food. We have some parsley over here. So all of this will fill in. This is probably less than 8 weeks that we've started here with little tiny plants. And they're just growing. And one of the reasons why they're growing so well is, again, because of the mushroom compost. And this stuff feeds the plants like Ma was talking about. It keeps moisture in so we don't have to water a lot. The reason why we're using the irrigation right now is to get everything started and water for at least the first year. Then after that, things will be pretty well set where they don't have to be watered as frequently through the irrigation system. This affords you time if you want to go away. You don't have to water, and you know that your plants and everything is taken care of. And not only that too, it cuts down your water bill probably by at least 30 to 40% if you're out hand watering, because this is a drip system. So it drips slowly, keeps it moist. I'm coming over here to have some mint. So after you've eaten and you want to cleanse your palate, you can take some mint, eat a bit of it, make some tea out of it if you'd like some tea for the evening. And then we walk up here into this spiral, which is another little mini food forest here. You don't need a lot of space to make this. We have a lot of good insectacearies here. We have purple basil, which is really nice to have. We have lots of spinach and lettuces because Pops likes to juice, and so one of the main reasons we put this deal together is so that he can come and pick a lot of the stuff out of here so he can juice. And again, these were all started as little tiny babies, and they've really grown because of the mushroom compost and because of a lot of love. And this tree right here is a pineapple guava, and it will get nice and big, and you can eat the little berries off of it too, little guava buds, I guess you could call them. And that will shade some of this garden, so in the intense heat, it will shade it. So as the sun sets towards the west, it will shade this area and give it a little bit more shade from the heat.
I have just one question. I notice there's strings up here in the air running around.
Well, the strings here, where the akira is, this pole right here has some lima beans on it and has some string beans on it. And the beans will grow up and they'll grow off here, which is in picking space as we're going out here to the garden where we can pick string beans too as we're picking out of this area. And it goes all the way over here to the other spiral zone. Where we have some flowers, some edible flowers. We have some kale, some chard, some strawberries, a couple of succulents because they hold water. And then peas growing up off of there will come up over here and just continue on the twine.
So the system has many, many layers all the way from...
Many layers for an edible food forest. So what we try and think about is everything that's edible, how can I make it conducive for me to go out into the garden and pick as much food and have as much food as possible, even in a small space. There's a lot of things you can do with a small space.
I guess I forgot to show that this is right in the garden, or the kitchen is right.
Right.
So we look at her, we turn just a foot or two.
Or cooking, and you're looking out here in the garden and you maybe say to yourself, oh, I need a little bit of basil, or I need a little bit of kale that I want to lightly steam. Which is important, not to cook the food down so much. Take it off after you've boiled the water. Put your food in a bamboo steamer or something, any kind of steamer you can have, and lightly steam your food. And you get all the nutrients from the food and all the important enzymes for your body, and it makes you feel better. Yeah, so we have a lot of different things going on here. We have lots of food growing everywhere. So everywhere you look, everything is edible except for some of the insecticides, which are important for the birds to come and the bees to come and pollinate, so that they stay here in this organic food forest. Because we really want to bring as many birds and bees and other animal life into here to drop their poop and continue fertilizing the garden, even though that's not necessary because of the mushroom compost. But it's nice to see them. It's nice to feed other beings too besides ourselves, because they're all part of our system also. They make it possible for us to be here, and we've forgotten about that. If you're wondering about my blue hair, one of the reasons why I have a blue hair is because it reminds me of the sky and the earth, this beautiful blue earth we live on. And that, for me, is the most important thing, is our beautiful planet, how we can continue to help sustain life here as we're here, instead of continually taking and not replenishing.
Well now, you gotta admit, being surrounded by your own kitchen garden sure beats getting in your car, driving in traffic down to the store, up and down the aisles, getting food that you probably have no idea where it came from or what's in it. So, thanks, Will. I think we'll stick with our kitchen garden.